All right, so at times, Michael Chiesa has been on the cusp of welterweight title contention. He is one of the best grapplers in this division. His submission defense of late has left a little bit to be desired, but there is no denying his status as one of the best offensive jiu-jitsu players in this division. He has worked exceedingly hard on his boxing, his lateral movement, his jab. Undeniably, we have seen appreciable strides when it comes to his striking. But most guys are going to have the upper hand in that realm against Michael Chiesa. Let us see how Chiesa chooses to proceed in this matchup here tonight. All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George "Rush" St. Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing of beauty.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St. Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St. Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St. Pierre. He truly changed the game.
Hall of Famer George "Rush" St. Pierre has graced the octagon. He is ready to go. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Michael "Maverick" Chiesa. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George "Rush" St. Pierre.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight. All right, early round action here, and the...
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, big left.
Watch these to the body.
And he caught the kick. All right, early round one action here as the fighter engages in the clinch, and...
Holy smokes!
Oh, how about the judo toss there? It's not as easy as it looks, I can assure you.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. St. Pierre's really pressing the issue now, and he's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
St. Pierre's right back to the full mount.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement. Huge elbow there.
Massive shot lands. It's over, John. Fight's done.
All All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. Setting up a submission attempt.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. Oh, gives up on the submission now, so preferring to maybe get to a dominant position instead. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now. I know the crowd thinks it's funny when this happens, but if you're the bottom fighter, nothing funny about it.
It's not funny. This is not a fun position to be in fighting. You've got to try and change it immediately because you are carrying someone's weight, whether it's their bottom half weight or the top half. You are carrying their weight, whether you got their armpit in your face or you got their legs over the top of you. It is not comfortable. So you need to be trying to move, make them make a decision, a determination as to what they're trying to accomplish, and then you try and counter.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that big one.
Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Michael Chiesa. Trying to set up a submission now.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. Oh, postures under. There's a huge head strike there. Nicely done by George St. Pierre.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Big, big strikes continue to land.
He's isolating an arm.
Oh, looks like he's got the arm isolated.
He's got it isolated, working towards the finish.
Oh, looks like to me. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Chiesa's in half guard.
Getting him out here. Yeah, gotta be very careful there.
Oh, the ground and pound is there. All right, side control now. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Oh, effective utilization of the ground and pound here by Chiesa, though. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Ground and pound strike there now. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Well, there was a moment in that previous round when it looked like we weren't going to get to this next round. Here we are. We will see the extent to which he is recovered.
This might be the biggest shot of the...
And this is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go. Oh, huge left. And now some separation. Nice. Nicely done. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let... He's hurt. He's wobbling.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Nice job by him there to move to half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches in bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Michael Chiesa. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Be first. Oh, inside kick. But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from throwing this kick over and over again.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Well-placed shot there, DC. He is officially run.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates. Oh, landed some big shots, too. Oh, nice big shot.
St. Pierre's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, that looks tight to me. It's locked in. Oh, Bale's on the submission now.
Knee on belly. He's tossed and landed.
All right, so now we start to see some visible damage in the form of swelling as the ground and pound strikes continue to land.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. He's got to be careful here.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. 2 minutes now to go in round 2.
Nice shot there by the champ.
He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further punishments.
He isn't waiting until his opponent throws. He's being proactive. And when his opponent throws, he's already moving, so he's missing it.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Trying to connect now with the overhand left. No good. Now some spacing as they exit the clinch. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now.
Another big takedown.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Outstanding pressure from top position here by GSP. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. Another ground and pound strike lands. Chiesa's now dealing with a cheek cut. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do. There's the double leg. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
And there it is again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on the shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now. Nice reversal on the ground. Great job.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Oh, right into mount.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Oh, big elbow. Well, St. Pierre's in half guard. Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
Scramble, scramble, scramble. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chiesa, though.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Chiesa's eye looks so swollen now, you've got to at least speculate as to whether or not that is a fractured orbital. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Big roundhouse now, just misses. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
Great commitment to the kicking game. Great timing on that double leg.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
45 seconds remain in the round. Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cutman will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your sight. He's got to change something.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. 4th round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The 4th round is easily the hardest round of fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight.
Takedown defense holds up. St. Pierre's in half guard now. Oh, good ground and pound here.
It's hard to watch him target that same area, and every time he lands, the swelling gets worse.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the gift. Gotta be careful here. Beautiful transition.
Chiesa's eye is almost swollen shut. It's actually swollen shut at this point in time. They might potentially stop this fight if he has vision issues from here. Well, St. Pierre's back in full mount. Oh, another ground strike gets through. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to go ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Under 3 minutes to go in round 4. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
That was a big check.
Tries to mix in a takedown here. St. Pierre's taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? Might as well continue to target that area and see if you might
make it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Well, St. Pierre's in half guard. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Every time he lands, the cut gets worse. What a great job recognizing his easiest path to victory.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Two minutes.
You need to work.
St. Pierre's has got full mount now.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
St. Pierre's back in full mount. Well, shades of Anthony Showtime Pettis against Tony Ferguson, just masked in blood. This is not looking good.
Yeah, it was like all Ferguson fighters, right? He would just destroy people. And that's exactly what he looks like right now. He looks like he has been on the receiving end of all the elbows thrown by Tony Ferguson. His cut is really bad.
And now he's got the back. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's wanted to...
Looking to stop it, and he will!
Oh!
Woo! What a fight! So what a moment in this man's career. A huge finish in front of a capacity crowd. After party's gonna be on fire. How about it?
I mean, I'm just sitting here stunned. because to watch a young athlete have a performance like this was really amazing. The finishing instincts, his ability to close the show, it was next level. It was amazing, John.
All right, here now Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush St. Pierre.
All right, well, this is a man of humility, but George St. Pierre all but guaranteed a win by TKO tonight, and that is exactly the way it goes in